Willkommen. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean Huggins and this is React with Hugs. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we are here with the Rhine River explained in under 3 minutes. Ooh, this is from FactSpark. Check out the original video linked in the description as always. But we're going to learn about the Rhine River today. So let's waste no more time yapping and just hop straight into it. Los geht's!
With roughly 1,230 kilometers from the melting snow masses of the Alps to the southern Bight in the North Sea, the Rhine River is the economic spine of Western Europe and connects the landlocked Alpine republics through Germany, France and the Netherlands to the rest of the world. Along this path, the river undergoes 6 distinct geographic phases, starting with the Alpine Rhine in southern Switzerland, which forms from many smaller mountain creeks, whose milky waters eventually combine into the anterior and posterior Rhine. After about 100 kilometers, the river becomes an important border marker, separating Switzerland from Liechtenstein and Austria before collecting in Lake Constance. Despite the 200-kilometer long journey that these waters have already traveled, for navigational purposes, it is here where the river officially starts. The Old Rhine Bridge in the city of Constance marks the 0-kilometer datum for the Rhine kilometer scale, and as the Rhine winds its way through the hard limestone rock of the Swiss-German border frontier, its persistence in the ever-changing topography shows in the form of the Rhine Falls, the most powerful waterfall of Europe. In just 15,000 years since the last ice age, the river eroded away the rock which blocked its path, creating this fascinating nature spectacle. Towards the end of its journey through Switzerland.
Dude, look at this curve though. That is crazy how it's winding like that.
The Rhine turns sharply at Basel's Rhine knee, passing the Switzerland-France-Germany tri-point border. The narrow and rapid river here has long hindered access to landlocked Switzerland, so France built the 50-kilometer-long Grand Canal d'Alsace, which is a parallel waterway that tames the Rhine, which enables navigation to Switzerland and hydropower extraction for France's industrial hub.
Cool.
Roughly halfway along its course and entirely within Germany now, the largest tributary, the River Main, confluences on the eastern bank, which also acts as a gateway for inter-European ship traffic, connecting to the Danube and the Black Sea through a series of locked
Dude, that's so sick. It's like a train system for boats. Whoa.
Past this point, the Middle Rhine impresses with over 50 pompous medieval castles and terraced vineyards, covering the hills and rocky outcrops of its banks, turning the Rhine into a fairy tale land. The up to 200-meter deep Rhine Gorge walls in this section slowly give way to more mellow banks again, with the urban centers of Germany's most populous and most productive region replacing the tranquility. Over 10.5 million people call this short stretch their home, and with most of the major tributaries having now combined their water masses, the Rhine has turned into a slow-flowing giant that meanders through the flat German and Dutch countryside. 200 kilometers before the delta, the river only lies 15 meters above the water level of the North Sea. And
oh wow, just 15 meters above the sea level, and it's so far away. That's pretty interesting, actually.
The mellow gradient leads to the main stem fanning out and covering nearly the entire southern part of the Netherlands. These broad interconnected waterways create ideal conditions for the shipping industry, which has established itself across the delta streams, with Europe's busiest port lying right at the gateway to the North Sea.
Damn, dude, that was fascinating. I had no idea the Rhine River was so significant and important in Europe, but now I do. Very cool to learn about, but I'm curious what you guys, the experts, have to say about it. What do you think of the video? What do you think of the Rhine River? Let me know your thoughts. Leave your mustard down in the comment section below. And when you're done there, consider subscribing, leaving a like, all that good stuff for the algorithm. You guys know the deal. That's all the time that I have for today, though. So thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.